Welcome back, everybody, to Grand Tactician, the Civil War. I'm Grumpy Grandpa Gaming, and this will be episode 1 of our Union Summer of 61 campaign. Now, I originally said, I know I said I was going to do another spring campaign, 61 for the Union, so I can complete the last one. But, going through the forums and off the suggestion of a commenter, I'm going to start the summer of 61 since the AI seems to have fewer problems with that start date. So, and also, I am using the A.O.M mod, the Additional Officers mod. This was something I was aware of when it first popped up a while ago, but it only added additional officers, so I never actually used it. What it does do now is it's expanded in scope dramatically. So, the latest update of 0.585 is changes the national break surrender limit from 25 to 10. New national morale values to give us a longer war. More historic starting orders of battle, which are currently only for spring and summer 61. They are working on 62, 63, and 64. Over 130 new officers with 110 portraits. They redid some of the project costs. AI implements the Army core system faster and more realistically. Many other rebalancing tweaks, and there's a ton of them, especially concerning weapons. Actually, it says that next, revamped weapon system. Almost all weapons have had their range, accuracy, and firepower modded for more realistic and escalating conflict. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that's like. And battle overhaul with the morale unit ranges have been made more realistic. I put my phone on silent. And they have some planned features coming up, such as a campaign AI overhaul to improve the AI as much as they can. A readiness overhaul, updated 62, 63, and 64 scenarios, and their own custom scenarios. There is no workshop for this game. The devs are not planning on adding a workshop, so you can find this in the Steam forum and in the community for Grand Tactician: The Civil War. And it's a very, very easy to install mod. You're just replacing 3 files in the game folder, and you're done. Alright, so let's get into the meat of what we're doing here. So, playing as a Union, I set the Confederate difficulty to very hard with their aggressiveness elevated. Not very high, but elevated. I want to see if I can, if taking it down to elevated keeps them from doing being overly aggressive in like the winter season and magpieing down onto one city. So I do want to extend this campaign longer than 25 episodes. So we ended the war, and I believe it was less than a year in game for the last campaign to end. So weren't home by Christmas, but we were home before second Christmas. Kansas as a free state, we'll keep that. Ending wars, industrialization. Yes, we will keep that because I want to keep the Confederacy historic so I don't get one of the weird AIs doing something crazy. So we have order delays, fog of war, readiness system, and feuds, and I turned off auto manage because I'll be handling the policies myself. Just a reminder, if you didn't comment in my last video about getting a brigade in the game, leave a comment at the start of this video. I will not be recruiting brigades yet. I gotta see what recruitment policy we have. I believe it is 1-year contracts will be unlocked at this point, but I want to wait until we have 2-year contracts before I start recruiting requested units. That's the war start video. So you can see here, they already changed some of the OOBs. Army Northeastern Virginia is what it's supposed to be. Go into the Armies panel real fast here and take a look. So this force is larger than originally. Let's see, Connecticut, Ohio, New York. So some of these units have not changed. Some of the units have, like the 5th U.S. Artillery, 3rd U.S. Artillery, 2nd and 1st. So they did change some of that, because I don't think he started with 4 batteries originally. They added the U.S. Marine Corps Battalion, 450 men, so that's, yeah. And the U.S. Infantry Battalion of 800 men. I believe all the rest are volunteer units. Yes, they are. And this is literally right before first Bull Run. They got 12 days left on their contracts. This would be us rushing down the fight, maybe. Army of Shenandoah, I believe. Let's see here. It's Army of Shenandoah. Okay, so they renamed Department of Pennsylvania Army to Shenandoah, and you're facing off against Confederate Army of Shenandoah. 12,000 men going up to 17 is 18-4. All right. So still got the generic brigade names, it looks like, but they numbered them properly. 4th U.S. Artillery Company F, so 2nd Rhode Island Artillery, 2nd U.S. Cavalry. So, yeah, they did go through and renumber some of the starting units. Army of the West under Nathaniel Lyon. Man, if he lived longer, what type of general he would have been. Let's see, you got Sturgis. Now, I believe one of these is actually supposed to be, they may have missed, but one of these is supposed to be a regular Army unit. So I think they had 2 regiments of regulars in the Army of the West at the start of the war. Army of Occupation, McClellan. So this is probably, yeah, Mountain Department. So this looks like it's had extra forces added into it. Yeah, this had more added into it. Also got some Napoleons on the field. West Virginia Militia, 1 brigade. 21 days left, so I just... They're not even useful to me. I'm just disbanding this unit right now. They're not even useful. Kentucky force under Bull Nelson, 12 months. So this is a just raised force of 1-year volunteers. I think that's all of them, yeah. All right. Let's come over here. Take a look at strategy. Everything's sitting about where it should be. Men fielded, we have 77,200 currently to their 65,500. They have 19,000 tonnage. I do think they started, we got to take a look at Navy next. I think they started with a few more ships than they normally would. Let's see what weapons we can order. Not produce, production. So I gotta get legacies for those. Wait, do you even get the Model 1817 with legacy? Springfield's not produced. Well, the Springfield rifle musket's not produced. The legacy rifle not produced. Springfield musket is not produced. So we don't start with anything produced. This should be a production weapon at the start of the game. The Springfield musket / Harper's Ferry musket, they were both the first musket the Army used that actually was truly interchangeable on the parts. The parts were exactly the same. was in production at this time. That's the machinery they stole from the Harpers Ferry Arsenal, and these were still being produced at the Springfield Arsenal. So I don't know why we can't produce those from the start. That's kind of a BS. A ton of officers available. Actually, let's see if I created an avatar for me. Let's see if he made it in. Doesn't look like it. No. I created one. Doesn't look like he made it. Oh wait, doesn't have all officers selected. There we go. Nope, does not look like I made it in. Come on. Create an avatar and it doesn't get into the game. Come on. That is BS. We'll come back to. I'll revisit that issue. See if I can't fix that. All right, policies. See, yep, we have Militia Act 2, so immediately Militia Act 3, then 4, then Military 2. Finances, diplomacy. I'm going to keep very low at $1 million a year to eventually work my way up to some of the foreign weapons if necessary. Put this at medium. Agriculture I'm going to shoot up to very high because I want an economy very high, and policies is fine where it is right now. So I'm shooting agriculture up to high because I do want to unlock that farm mechanization option. But no projects available as of yet. Alright. How long is it going to take me to get Springfields? I'm not making those damn Hulls carbines. Wow, organization reform is a lot cheaper. That is way cheaper. That used to be all the way up here like the modern warships. Here's the Springfield rifles. That looks cheaper than legacy rifles, and it's cheaper than reboards. Huh. But I'm going for all the weapons stuff first before I do anything else, so I don't run into the weapons shortage I had in my last campaign. Wasn't that big of an effect, but if the war drug on, it would have been a massive effect on me throughout the game. Is he in marching orders already? Looks like he's marching. Alright, I think I will pause it here, and I will come back in when something else happens that is worthy of note. Alright, everybody. I actually managed to go through what was left of July and the whole month of August without seeing any contact. It's now September 1st, so I thought we'd hit the monthlies up and discuss a few other things. So let's start with our finances for now, and things are already looking much more expensive. I've already taken several bonds, and it's only been a month and 10 days in game, if that. So current rating is A, which is very good. Apparently, according to them, I don't think so, because it's getting too low for comfort for me. Tax revenues decreased by $8 million. Don't like that. Didn't construct any buildings last month, but I do have some supply depots being built now, so if the enemy stays quiet for the winter, I'm going to leave my armies in place and let them winter where they are. We exported $37 million while bringing in $83 million. Hopefully we'll be able to close that gap at some point. And average corporate production was $1.1 billion, a change of negative $68 million. And and we are lacking quite a few things in the products department. So I'm going to slowly attempt to take that down and improve our economy along the way. So I think the way the A.O.M has everything set up now, I'm going to have to worry way more about the economy than I used to. But if you look over here, I actually reduced, we did start with 6 field armies. I reduced it down to 4. Because the Confederacy was running around, even though they had less troops fielded, they were increasing those numbers fast, and I was not going to recruit anybody until my 2-year contracts unlocked, which did just recently unlock. So I will be recruiting 3 to subscribe. I only have 3 subscriber units so far, so if you're watching this video and you want to have units in my armies, please, comments below, let me know. Unit type of uniforms, weapons if I can oblige you, officer if I can oblige you. So we'll be doing that right now. Actually, before we do that, let's go over strategy real fast. So my numbers have dropped because those contracts did expire and not everybody restayed. So I'm down to 56,000 men from the 75 we did have. Confederacy's up to 86,000. So that is a situation we need to address immediately. And policy-wise, I have started on Militia Act 4. As soon as this one is done, I'll be going straight over to funding instead of core or industrialization. I need to get the government funding done to get my to worry about my expenses a little bit better. And projects-wise, you don't see effects here, but I do have the rifles for the Springfield rifles and reboard muskets now, and they have really changed how long it takes to get these weapons. I ordered a stand of 10,000 pieces, and it says 220 days now, but this was at 265 originally. So for 10,000 pieces, it was almost a full year for 10,000 pieces of rifle and musket. Thankfully, the reboards won't take as long. They're at 129 days. I think they started like 132. I just ordered them a few days ago when I unlocked them. So I'm definitely unlocking weapons as fast as I can to produce them, because it's definitely going to take longer. And I did start my 2 recruitment commands in the east and west. Placed a Buell in charge of 1. But now let me click on them. And Patterson in charge of the other, just to get them out of my way and out of my hair and stop popping up when I create new units. So first thing I'm going to do is come over here. And we're going to recruit a new division. Not under McLaren, no. This is going to be one of my, if you watch my first campaign at all, you know I like my New York-centric units. So, where is Colonel Cochran? He's going to be the division commander for this one. There you are, Mr. Cochran. So, I actually served in the 69th Infantry New York National Guard. Colonel Cochran was the commander of 69th Militia at 1st Battle of Bull Run. So, he never commanded the Irish Brigade. I've heard people say he commanded the Irish Brigade. He did not command the Irish Brigade. He commanded a Irish Brigade, but not the Irish Brigade. He actually, when the Irish Brigade formed under General Marr, not Meagher, not Mahar, it's Marr, he was actually in Libby Prison because he'd been captured at 1st Bull Run. When 69th was fighting a rear guard action, he was captured with several of the men. So after he was released, he raised another brigade of Irish soldiers called the Irish Legion, or Cochran's Irish Legion, depending on what paperwork you look at. And they also fought in the Army of Potomac, but Marr was a much better politician than Cochran was, so he always had the Irish Brigade's name in the newspapers. That's why he really became as famous as he did. Alright, so we're going to add... Where is New York in here? There we go. Plenty of volunteers, too. I already have 17,000 in the field, but all those volunteer units, I'm going to start drawing them down at some point. So I'm actually going to recruit Mr. Reynolds' brigade first. He wanted the Royal Green Jackets again. So I really don't like that dark green. Figured a field green top. And then the olive green pants, just for the darker, lighter Union combination, basically. What uniforms we got here? You know what? They're from New York. New York's got money. They get the fancy uniforms. That's the way that works. So we're going to recruit this unit. Oh, that's 1,500. I want 3,000. There we go. 1.2 million for the one brigade. So prices have changed. Now we got to replace you with a Reynolds. And we have Mick Reynolds. And we have John Reynolds. My New York Army. No, he's too good for a brigade command. I'm sorry, you can't get John Reynolds. You're going to get Mick Reynolds. I'm sorry. Or Joseph Reynolds. No, Gilbert Reynolds works. I don't want to put artillerymen in charge of an infantry brigade. Now we're also going to recruit the Irish Brigade with their standard uniform. And they are getting Mar. There you go. Yep, gotta change these weapons. I got 25,000 rifled muskets, but those won't last long because these are 3,000 man brigades. They are not going to last long at all. One more. Let's change that color up a little bit. Charlie gray. Let's go black and white. This is going to be my brigade. Grunts, paws, grunts. If you don't know what a grunt is an infantryman. And I did find my avatar at one point. Let's see if I can find him again. There we go. Almost looks like me. So I could have made myself like a division commander or something. I'll start out as a brigade commander and work my way up. I think that's about right. Alright, and we also have the Meadville Fire Zouaves out of Pennsylvania for Mr. Floria. We wanted a red jacket and white pants on the Zouave uniform. Well, now that'll look. Zouave red and British red. One's darker than the other. I think maybe that little bit of a lighter red will be better. We'll see. I can always change the color later. They're from Pennsylvania, and he wanted them led by Thomas Rowley. There we go. Mr. Rowley, there's your brigade command. And we will get him kicked out to the Shenandoah Army as soon as they raise. 10 days, that's pretty fast. It's going to take about a month for this division to form. And that'll be the first division of the Corps of New York. And we also have Mr. Coffee Cocaine would like a Cavalry Brigade on the Crook. So that'll be going to the Army to the West, so... I know you like you guys from Arkansas, but not enough state support to recruit from there. Indian Territory is only 35. And Missouri's good enough. And I know you liked your green uniform, so I'll do that for you again. So, there we go. 500 is the biggest I can make it for right now. Upgrade those cavalry weapons there. 272, 230. Yeah, they changed weapons ranges on a lot of these weapons. So we'll give them the main arts from now, since that seems to have the longest range. And you have to get back to me with call it the CC regiment for now. You didn't actually give me a name for the regiment in the comments. I just noticed that on my notes. And let's replace that commander with Crowley. Oh, I said Crowley. Crook. George R. Crook. He's an infantry commander. You sure you want him for a cavalry regiment? All right. So that takes care of the 3 units that I have so far. Let's see here. Eventually, Army Northeastern Virginia is going to get disbanded. It's just my engineer corps forming up over there. Army Shenandoah, I need more men for them, because these guys are all eventually going to get replaced. So, probably keep the division commanders in place. Ooh, Keim's horrible. Cadwalder. That's a Keim. Cadwalder is not a good. Yeah, there's better brigade commanders. We'll leave them for now. So, we need to recruit 2 more brigades for Pennsylvania. Blue and rust brown. I do have an option checked where it'll randomize the uniforms sometimes. I like the rust brown, but let's change the jacket. That looks good. Let's see how that looks on the battlefield. Who's in charge there? Sumner. Oh no, I need a Pennsylvanian. Mr. McCall it is. And just enough for 1 more infantry brigade. Ew, I don't know, I like how that looks. It's the same color the whole way through. I just don't like that. Give that a shot. McLaren in Illinois, no. Mr. Welsh, you look like you will do the job quite well. Let's upgrade these. I'm quickly running out of muskets. Army of the West needs some men. What do you look like right now? Get them 2 more infantry brigades to fill them out. Oh, what do we have in here? Let's not let me... Alright, something happened. Anyone? That's a glitch that happens sometimes. Oh, come on. I hate when this happens. That is so annoying. We'll come back to that. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pause this right here, save the game, and exit and re-enter. It's probably just a memory issue. Alrighty. Guess I was correct. That was a bit of a memory issue. So, it's got 3 small Missouri regiments and a Kansas regiment. So, Missouri's got enough for 1 full brigade. So, recruit 1 there. No, Sumner, you're not in charge of Missouri, boys. Wait your turn. What do we got from Missouri? Benjamin Prentice. There we go. You see, this army is just 530 men, 700 men, 600. It has 1 full strength, but all these guys, their enlistments are coming up soon. Oh, these guys just re-enlisted, but they're lost everything. These guys are going away in 19 days. So these guys might come back up in strength, or they might not. So I don't know what they're going to do. That's it. Another Arizona territories only got 58 men. I want to try and keep it Western-centric. Illinois has got enough men to form their own corps, so that's what I'm going to do with them. Indiana. You have no volunteers from Kansas, because they're all in the field already. 2,300 of them from that state in the field. Kentucky. No, I want to use those for McClellan's army. Minnesota Territory, 2,200 men. You know what? We'll recruit a small brigade from there. And they'll eventually come up in strength. Who they put in charge? Hamilton. He's got some good skills. We'll leave him in charge for now. McClellan's army, how are we looking here? Oof, not good. Where are these guys from? Ohio, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky. So did I have any West Virginia troops available for him? Yeah, I got enough for 1 brigade, so he's going to get a troop of West Virginians. Noble, you are... I have other plans for you. You are too good for that. Mr. Henry Lockwood, the job is yours. Right, let's upgrade all these weapons. That's a good thing I recruited that small brigade. Alright. I believe that'll be it for recruitment for now. In the future, I won't do that on screen unless you want me to. Unless you also tell me in the comments you want to see me do stuff like that. But I'll generally save that for off screen when I recruit units. Unless it's a requested unit, then I'll show the creation of that unit. Alright, I believe that should cover everything for now. Oh, yes. I almost forgot because I did the cutout. So, Confederacy did something weird. They have abandoned Eastern Virginia. Army Potomac is actually up here right now, building a supply depot. Ended up having to move. The Army of Occupation was in Graft, and I ended up pulling them back across the Ohio border because they were on their way and they outnumbered them for 3-1. So it's actually it's one of the reasons I disbanded the Kentucky force, because I had to throw those troops into the Army of Occupation to plus up their numbers. Army Con is now 10,000, and they're building a fort, so I should probably move down and take them on before they complete that fort. I want the supply depot built too. That fort will be done before the supply depot is. And I don't want to throw that money away. It'll be wasted money if I move on them. I guess we'll hold off on that for now. But yeah, so all those forces in Eastern Virginia, I could literally march down into Washington, into Richmond right now if I really wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. That's just crazy. I'm not doing anything that's going to force the AI to go nuts. So I'll be back when something else happens. Alrighty, we actually managed to go another full month without having any action going on. So I think I might have toned down the AI just a little too much. But then again, I don't have anybody across the borders they're going to attack right now. So now it's time to go over the October monthlies. So our current rating is now A-. Did issue another bond basically right after I stopped recording that last piece. So our debt still amounts to 165 right now. And our tax revenues decreased again. Don't know why, but they did. So, decreased by 45 million. Total export volume last month was 57 compared to 132 coming in. And our corporate production dropped by another 21 million. Awesome. So our economy is not doing too hot right now. Alright, so intelligence report. Confederacy's working on Militia Act 3. They have done rebuilt ironclads and administration reform. Rebuilt ironclads already. They have not changed their relations with Great Britain and France yet. They've recruited another 22,000 men into 14 brigades. Wow. And they raised a fleet in Charleston with 3 new ships. Hopefully they're not ironclads. I hope not. And their morale's at 99%. Alright, so our recruited units should be raised at this point. Yes, here they are. Alright, Carcon, let's detach you to a separate corps. Grant, you're not getting in charge of this corps. Sorry. Where's Mr. Wool? There you are. Look at those stats. I like having Wool as an army commander or corps commander. It's not the Army of Pennsylvania. It's the Corps of New York. Or at least first division of it. So we'll move him down to Baltimore for right now. Actually, would have been faster if I sent them there by river. And marching will give them experience. Supply depots are all almost built. So So it looks like I might be wintering my armies in location, like I said I was, which will be a first. Oh, yes, and we got to transfer those units that are still up there into the Army of Pennsylvania now. Or the Army of Shenandoah. I hate the numbered brigades. So. Oh, I never changed the name of this regiment. This is the Meadville Fire Zouaves. I can't believe I didn't change the name of them. You guys will be going into 1st Division. So we'll just call you 1st PA for now and the 2nd PA. And they're going to start making up. Collapsing in. They're going to start making up a new Army of Pennsylvania. Should change the name of this. Having a Union Army to Shenandoah is a little wonky in my head. It'll take these guys 3 days to get there. All right. Let's collapse those guys together. Put you in Kimes Division for now. At least I have 3 decently armed brigades in the Army of Pennsylvania now. Now to Recruitment Command West. Oh, he's still 4 days away. Oh, I should have done that in Recruitment Command East, West Virginia. Crook. Going to the Army to West. Actually, I'll just form them 2 into a division. That's Army to West also. And so is this guy. They're 8 days away from arriving. Alright. So let's collapse that down. Brings him up to 1,500. And the Kansas unit's got 1,200 men. He's got 835. Let's just collapse him down. That works for me for now. And Lockwood's still forming, but he's going to McClellan's army. Alright, we do have... How long until his posse is done? Another 3 days until Recruitment 4 is done. We do have some policies unlockable here. Administration reform, yes, I want that. And now we have artillery reform, armored gunboats, cast artillery, legacy rifles, recruitment offices. Kind of a few things I need and want, and you got to choose what you take. I can live without the reform for now, but I want the new guns. And I'm not using recruit agents at all. Alright. There we go. So now I can make some James rifles. Order set at 32. 146 days for 32 James rifles. 12-pounder field guns I'm not bothering with, and do set at 32 12-pound Napoleons. How much longer on these reboards? You know, this whole way. So 98 days on the reboards. 189 days still on the Springfields. Alright, I think that should cover everything for right now. And I will be back. Hopefully we get a battle in on this episode. Alright everybody, it's now October 16th in game, and I finally was able to provoke a response out of the Confederates. Let me pause this here. So a few things did happen in the half the month since the last recording. I formed a first corps, or an I Corps, with the regular units that were in the Army of Northeastern Virginia. It's the U.S. Infantry Battalion, the U.S. Marine Corps Battalion. Not very big units, but they are professionals, and you get them. They have those 99-month contracts. And I pulled out the 2 regular artillery battalions, batteries that were out west, along with the cavalry regiment that was in the Western Army, because Crook's command is now over there. So I was moving them over here to build a fort here outside of town and keep control of this IIP. But I did move the Atlantic Squadron in, and I didn't notice until after the engagement, so I think you guys would have liked it. The Confederates had the Virginia here in Hampton Roads. And, well, we disintegrated that fleet, thankfully. I think it would have been a lot different if that ship had operated on its own instead of having supporting ships with it, because I think those ships retreating out of the battle pulled it out of the fight. I did lose 1 ship at the start of that fight due to an ammo explosion. I forget which ship that was, but it's right as soon as the fight started, its ammunition exploded. So, but that was the only ship I lost in that fight. And then we sieged. Then I had to start bombarding the fort, and now we have a Norfolk garrison. So I'm moving an I Corps down here to seize Norfolk and take that 4-star port away from the Confederacy. And then I'm going to move them back out of the way again, because that will definitely provoke a response from armies much larger, though. So what I did do also is I moved the Corps of New York, even though it's only 1 division, down into Manassas Junction to see if I can get the Confederates to respond. And they responded by sending the Army of Shenandoah, which is 33,000 men, which is much larger than the armies you saw in the previous campaign, down the valley towards Harper's Ferry. And I believe they're going to go engage the Army of Pennsylvania. So I'm force marching the Army of Northeastern Virginia up to support him. Hopefully he'll be able to get within support range before they get into a general engagement over here, because otherwise his only support is the 1,500 men of the Engineer Corps. He has 21,000, so I believe he could hold. And most of the units have good weapons, but just in case, Army of Northeastern Virginia is on its way to help. So let's get this clock rolling and see if we get an engagement going, because he's still coming north. He's force marching. Hopefully be there to support him, maybe. Don't know. He may also be trying to march past the Army of Pennsylvania. Or is he going to take the rail line west? No, he's pulling off now. Okay. Well, brought you guys back for battle. It's not happening. There's another bond issuance. I'm issuing tons of bonds right now, and it's driving me up a wall. Ugh. Army Potomac's coming back east now. So, got that nice little supply depot up there. I should probably go grab it wheeling. I think moving the Army Northeast Virginia into the area kind of forced him off. back down to DC you go for now. Because now he's probably going to come this way, and Corps of New York is definitely going to need help. May have to pull him off, I don't know. Okay, I should have... That flipped back over. Okay, I should have built that fort there to hold those. I Corps has landed. That may be what they're reacting to. I don't think they're reacting to the Corps of New York. I think they're reacting to I Corps. Yeah, I think they're reacting to I Corps. Once he flips Norfolk, we're pulling him out. He cannot stand and fight with 2,000 men. So I'm going to pull... Once he flips Norfolk, I'm going to pull him out, have him build the fort up here. And then eventually... Hopefully I can take down the Hatteras fort over here. Bring them down to start sieging down in Wilmington. I believe I'm just going to stick with a very... mostly coastal strategy for this campaign, I'm thinking. I said Hatteras down there, this is Hatteras up here. So, that'll be the next grab once the fleet has healed itself. You get into port there. A lot of these ships are in bad shape down there, 30s, 40s, and 50s. And there's the Army of Potomac. He's moving fast. Ooh, and he backed off. That's not good. He knew that was a fight he could not take. Alright, once he's finished retreating, I'll pull him back north of Akai Landing. Are we flipping Norfolk at all? Doesn't look like it. Why is it not showing us as grabbing these? Where are you retreating to? Oh God, you went to Fredericksburg. Get you back up there fast. Get you gone. And it looks like he's coming to hunt them down. Hopefully he can start flipping them. Is he embarked? Shouldn't be. There we go. Now we're starting to flip it. And our Shenandoah doesn't look like it's coming any closer. Oh! Moved Hampton Division up onto him. I totally forgot about those boys, and they're 14,000 strength. So they are now sieging the fort. And the Army of Potomac is attacking the... Wait. They got from here to over here that fast? 14,000 at 28,000. We'll take this fight. It's a down. So, I'll cut here until the loading screen's done. Alright. We got here partly cloudy, 54 degrees. It is October. It's a meeting engagement, even though I was holding steady there. We got 2 objective points here, Bridge Road and Fulton's Gap. We got 2006. That's almost a full brigade out of the equation. Cavalry, cavalry, cavalry. 3 cavalry brigades, 1 artillery battery. You have some full strength brigades in there. All right. Single line, long range, battery, no initiative. All right, so where are they coming from? Down here. And that is it. I don't think I recognize this map. So these guys armed with rifle muskets. What do you guys got? Rifle musket. All right. 2 decently armed brigades and 2 not so decently armed brigades. Why is this brigade separate? Oh, those are the West Virginians I raised. I didn't put them in a division. Ah, my bad. 1st Kentucky Cavalry. Alright, so we got here, I'm definitely rushing on to Bridge Road. I don't know if I want to take and defend Fulton's Gap, because you got all this high ground around it. And no really good fields of fire. So I would like to defend that bridge, but if they are coming from down here... Because they can come either this way or this way. They have options. They're down here, so they're going to use this road or going to come out along this road. And I'm not even sure how far up they are deployed. I'm not liking this. It'd be great to defend this. Build a line of breastworks there and let them come, but with the 2 objective points and the more pricey one being over here. And they can come from either this way or this way. For want of 1 more division. If I had 1 more full division, I'd have a good plan going. So I could just put like 2 divisions here and 1 division here as a screener. I'd have plenty of time to get the other divisions across to support each other. So it looks like it's going to be 1 here, 1 up here. And I'll keep the artillery back here. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. So I will cut that here, and I will be back. Alright, quick update here. I was just trolling around the map and spotted their dust trails right here. So I'm definitely winning the race to the objective points. I just don't know which route they are going to take yet. So just a quick update on that. So I'll definitely be there before they are. Just had to bring guys in for this. My infantry is marching beautifully. Look at that. The divisions are a little mixed up because I didn't delay the orders enough between the divisions, but that's one beautiful column. Except for this. Once again, my artillery is all fucked up. And basically stumbling all over each other. So, they'll be a little delayed to get to their location. Where are the Confederates now? Last I saw them, they were down this way. So which way are they coming? Alright, looks like they're going this way. Yep, those are those dust trails. Anybody up this way? Nope. They are coming this way. So I would love to defend this hilltop from them. I could set my infantry right down here with the artillery above them and catch them while they're crossing that ford. Tasty, but I'm not going to make that race. So I won't be able to get there and build defenses in time. So I will be moving both divisions across after I capture Bridge Road. Ooh, there's somebody's closer than I thought right there. It's gotta be a cav unit. They're crossing there. Where are these guys going? Give me those dust trails. Let's see where they're going. Show me where you're going. Where's my guys at? That damned artillery. Just up, look at those dust trails. Alright, so it's probably just a cavalry unit going out that way. Looks like everybody else is coming up this way. Alright, got both objective points. Can I double time these guys there before they get there? That'd be really nice if I could. How's my damn artillery? Wow, they have really not gotten anywhere. They're just stumbling all over each other. Maybe I can get there before them? Doesn't sound like it. No, not going to beat them there. Change of plans. Block this road. Let me halt them and give them new war so they're not going all over the damn place. I don't leave these guys here in town because I know there's somebody out there. You guys are killing me. Orders, yeah, alright. Reform there. You guys come up there. It looks like I will not be having my artillery for this fight as friggin' usual. Bring you up a little more, see if we can't spot them. There's a cavalry regiment. You know they got 3 of them. There's an infantry brigade. 2,400. Hopefully nobody decides to take that road. I should be able to force the fight over here. See if I can double time this artillery. Oh yeah, and they are using that road. That'll be perfect. These guys can hold them from the front, and these guys can hit them on the flank. You guys need to get up there. Oh good, these guys have the rifle muskets, so I got the 2 muskets right there. And these guys can put a slanting fire on the flanks as they come up. It would have been great if I could have defended right here and just caught them all in that crossing point. Oh. Well, let's pull you back where someone gets the idea of attacking you. It looks like they really nerfed the range on those rifles. Or just because they're looking at woods, I'm not sure. Ah, damn it, they're going up the hill. Of course you guys are fragmented. Oish. Useless. Okay, AI's readjusting. that's too low. Oh, there's those other 2 cavalry brigades. So if they send all their infantry up this way, I can knock these 2 units out without a problem. The brigade on this side of the river, I'm not worried about them. They're effectively out of the fight at this point. Crap, they're going to put all the artillery in front of me without support on them? I will take it. You're going to leave unsupported assets in front of me. There's no way in hell I'm not going for them. $250, 200. I got 480 with Burnsides. Oh, stop, you damn fools. Stop. I haven't received the new orders yet. Ugh, gray and bright yellow. What the hell? Ugh. Go shoot those guys. Huh? Crap, their cavalry's got me outranged. These guys are blobbed up. I'm gonna halt them and get them back in moving formation. I mean, they're giving me the opportunity to put in some flanking fire. I'm taking it. Get up here. I doubt you'll arrive in time, though. Hold them. Change their direction. Hit this brigade. Seems like they really nerfed the weapons. That's a brigade I converted. Alright. Rally those guys. Oh, they already broke, damn it. Why aren't my division commanders going to rally the men when I tell them to? Wait. I may have been a little too over-aggressive on this one, as usual. At least some of the artillery's coming up now. You know what? Let's put you guys back across that river. Alright, there goes one brigade of artillery. And they just broke. Start falling back. Try falling back and keep them out of fight until nightfall. We can still win this tomorrow. Some of these brigades will reform overnight. Nobody's wounded, thankfully. moving back. Don't stop. Yep, he just broke. Let's cancel that. Got him in the fallback order. They're going to lose it. Where are you guys going? They go up 30% per hour. So these guys will reform overnight as long as the Confederates don't push on me. Should be. Why aren't you falling back anymore? Get the hell out of there. Damn it. So I got one brigade with mixed muskets and useless artillery. But it's October. As long as I can hold out to nightfall, I should be good. Guys on fire at will orders. They're now panicked, so they're getting better. Where the hell did that unit stop? Are they stuck? I think they are. You come back there. Good. Some of these units are reforming. Good. Get across the river. We will make them work for this. You guys armed with muskets. I'm with the rifles over here. Why you got marching orders to go there? What the hell? Halt that. You guys get across the river now. You guys have the other rifles, so you're over here. You get across the damn river. That guy's finally moving. He's unstuck. These guys didn't even fight. Alright. Assume that's who they're shooting at. guys off the line. These guys are actually in better condition. You guys fall out of there. I'll be able to build some defensive works overnight. Get that. Oh, wow. Hello. Hello, buddy. That's not cool. They got units marching in behind me. We only broke those guys for now. You got your 6-pounders, 6-pounders. Those guys right there on the road. Why the hell would you go that way? Why are these guys not showing cover? You guys hold. I want you to get any closer to that fight. And Jackson outnumbers Spears. You guys looking. Back to Confidence. 1,700 men. You guys come up here. Why are you guys not at long range? You must have ended up in hand-to-hand at some point. I'm going to come to town, huh? And I'm taking counter battery fire. guys finally moving? Alright, everybody jump on Jackson. Push them off one brigade at a time, as usual. You guys just stop right where you are. You're in range, just stop. There we go. Get those rifles on them. When it comes to the morning redeployment, I hope these guys aren't still on my flank over here. There we go. Break them. My casualties are rising fast. Make a push for nightfall. We'll see. Yeah, just keep shooting them. There we go. They'll reform. I know it, but... Still hasn't taken any casualties, so go get him. He's ready to... That's a detachment from Jackson's brigade, so they're going to break. falling back. Good, take down that battery. Let's go get that battery detachment. These boys in range. Take out that guns. The fewer guns they have, the better for me. There they go. Alright. Moving it back in our favor slowly but surely. Casualties are about even now. They're down by half strength. Engage him from this side and bring them forward. Have them in a crossfire. Alright, push up on them. I want to push on that cavalry. We got another brigade of infantry back here. Don't look like these guys want to come through over the bridge. Double time up there. Need them in a crossfire. Two brigades of infantry back here. A.O.M. bottom. I want to finish taking out these dragoons, but not these brigades there. There we go. That's what I want to see. Drop them revs. We got the casualties over ours now, but we got a long way to go to push them off the field. Keep on them. Break them. men from the field. That's good. Good. Walker's brigade is done at least until the morning. Still does not bode well for me. At least my artillery actually came up. I'm wondering where these guys are going, because they're not retreating. Let's speed this up. Day's about to end. Oh, hey. And they pushed out skirmishers. Awesome. Something I didn't need is a fight against skirmishers. Always take more casualties than necessary. Tell if my artillery's actually having an effect on those guys. Ooh, they took out one of my batteries. Looking like a minor defeat now. Man. What are we looking at here? I'm at 13.8% casualties to their 10%. Those dragoons will disappear easily. Down artillery. Jones only took 25 casualties. Longstreet's at 400. Morale's recovered a little bit, but not by enough. She's got better range. Yeah, cavalry does. You guys come support over here. Oh, look at that beautiful stone wall. of artillery out there. Huh. Put a nice opening volley onto them. Let's get these guys on that wall. Maybe I'll be able to take down that artillery. You guys get on there. Put both brigades on that. All right. Oh, crap, they moved. That sucks. That sucks heavily. Oh, how many detachments do they have handling artillery? You guys fall back. I don't need you taking unnecessary casualties from those damn. Problem is, they don't have to attack me at this point. Ah, crap. Let the artillery dole it out for a little bit. If I lose another battery, I'm wrong. Looks like it's kind of ticking back in my direction. It shouldn't be. I'm going to pause it here so you watch an artillery duel. If they send an attack across, I'll bring you guys back. Okay, we have actually now entered day 3 of this battle. And it's turned into an artillery duel / siege. Neither one of us has pushed off the other. I have raised their casualties to 3,400 without raising mine too high. So my batteries are actually doing a really good job of counter battery, and have been slowly breaking their batteries down without taking too much fire in return themselves. I did just build them some breastworks here to give them some extra protection. So my hope here is that I can keep growing the casualties on them while keeping mine low and forcing them off that way, because I don't have the numbers to do anything else besides that, and hopefully just hang on by my fingernails. So I'll be back if anything major happens. Alright. We're now on day 4. Falling leaves. I don't think I ever noticed that one before. It's fall, chilly. The rains have made the soil moist. Okay. So, yeah, all my infantry has just been laying down, enjoying the sun on their backs for the last 2-3 days. And we're actually slowly whittling down the Confederates now. They're up to 4,300 casualties, while I've only gone up by maybe 100. So, we got them up to 15% casualties to my 16%. So mine really hasn't changed that much. I was at like 15.5. Now I'm at 16 after 3 days. And look at these artillery batteries. I mean, one of them fled the field out of the 4. But 1st Ohio Independent Light Battery is now an elite battery. They're about to hit skilled laying 2. 1st Ohio Light Battery C is now, they got inexperience. They're not having the best of time from this position, probably because their sight's blocked right there. Don't know why. But they're working on skilled laying. They're almost to halfway on skilled laying 1. And battery B, it's 3/4 of the way to skilled laying 2, and are now battle experienced. So I'm very happy with this status quo. The longer these guys sit here and gain experience, the more casualties they've been causing. So I will happily sit here and let my artillery have target practice. So, I'll probably see you all again at the start of day 5. Alright, welcome to day 5 of the artillery duel. Oh, Lord, I did not expect this to keep on going. Where am I going to put these guys? Right there should be good. Yeah, these guns were blocking their way. That's what was causing their sighting issues. So I got those artillery pieces out of their way with some detachments. But look at this. First battle, and I have a crack unit that's at level 3 skilled laying. And these two are not far behind. These guys are now veteran and they're almost to level 3. These guys are battle experienced and about almost 3/4 of the way to level 3. So both of these might hit level 3 today. And I'm going to have one scary artillery division in this army. Still showing us at a minor defeat, but I have gotten them over 20% casualties now. If they don't start withdrawing, I might end up with a major victory out of this. Just because the AI did not push the attack. So, I'm going to pause this here again. And, I'll see you probably at the start of day 6. Alrighty, I thought I'd bring you all back in at this point. As you can see, my infantry have been busy little bees back here. But all 3 of these artillery battalions, or batteries, are now elite. So they all have skill level 3 on laying. So they are counter-battery masters at this point. When I finally get them some good artillery pieces, they are going to be scary on the battlefield. Except for that one battery that fled that's got to catch up to them now. And reprove themselves. So everybody but these 3 units basically now have a perk. Because what the hell are they doing? Now they want a feud at the end of the day. Battle's over. Now I'm at 21.5%. We're almost there. Yeah, let's lay back down. So, yeah, we chased all their main batteries, except for this one off the field, and I think that's only because they're right outside of range. All the other batteries you see are just detachments. So we've just been basically firing into their infantry this whole time, just causing casualties to the few brigades they keep sending up here for some reason, and the occasional skirmisher detachment they've been sending over here. 21.6. Will we get to it before the end of the day? I hope so. $21.8. 1530. Day ends at 1900. We might have it. These batteries are basically unbreakable at this point. And they are retreating. Okay, artillery, keep firing. 21.9. Major victory. There we are. And they're not going anywhere, so I'll just let my artillery keep firing. I'll bring you guys back. You know what? Actually, I'm going to pause it here. And we're going to look at the how my artillery has done. Yeah, that's all messed up. They've caused... That first one's the one that fled. I hate when their names get all messed up like that, but 277, 711, 405 to the infantry, 3 to cavalry. Killed 290. This is all detachments, but 290 artillerymen, 205, 58. So... totals of 570, 918, and 468. These guys, you know, if these guys had actually advanced across the river, I would have never stopped them. If they just pushed across, my units were all ready to break. Now they're not. So, now we'll bring you guys back in at the post-battle screen. All right. So, yeah, what looked like was going to be a major defeat for me on day 1 turned into a major defeat for PDT Beauregard. So, I lost 105 cavalry, 2,456 infantry, 8 pieces of artillery for a total of 2,638 men. Well, Beauregard has lost 5,500 infantry, 300 of his 700 cavalry, 45 of his 50 guns, for a total of 6,000 of his 28,000. So, gotta say, that was good. So, I'm going to cut out right here while we go through the loading screen, then we'll come back in again. Alright. Glorious victory at Marietta. I wouldn't exactly call it glorious, but I will take it. Victory's a victory, damn it. Alright, the Armies reportedly suffered total casualties of 6,219 men. There are 1,199 killed and 621 captured. The morale is believed to be confident. I don't know about that. Our casualties total 2,638 men, with 448 killed, 772 missing, and the rest are wounded. Morale is confident, supply situation good. We've captured 3,121 rifles and 4 guns from the field. And 616 enemy soldiers have been taken to our POW camps. Oh, I started with a POW camp. Wonder where it is. I gotta find that thing. But if I go to build one, it's got to be up here in I gotta figure out where. Gotta remember where Elmira is, so I can build Elmira camp, which is basically the Union's equivalent to Andersonville. Alrighty, let's advance this map and get that battle. Pressed off. Actually, that's going to take 5 days on the campaign map. Make sure nothing else happens in that time period. Oh, really? Norfolk was under siege? I didn't realize it. Oh wait, no, I did realize. I just forgot the fort wasn't rebuilt yet. The fort was not rebuilt yet. All right, I need to bring you guys back down here and build the fort here to take control of these IPs. Keep that port out of enemy hands. Alright, you know what? I believe I will end the episode here. So if you'd like a brigade in one of these armies, please let me know. Tell me the type of unit, uniforms, weapons, officers. If I can accommodate you, I will. Let me know what army you want them in. If you prefer an army or wherever I place them. I am raising a Corps of Illinois right now. Their training should be complete here any day. And that'll be it. So if you're a new viewer, returning viewer, and you're enjoying the content of this series, please hit that subscribe button. If you hit that subscribe button, please hit that bell notification button so you know when my videos come out. Also, if you're enjoying the content that I create, please hit that like button. Help me break through that YouTube algorithm. The more likes I get, the more people will watch these things. So you all have a good day, and I will see you on Saturday.